Hello and welcome to the Heads Gone podcast with me and Ste Ash. What else am I saying? Each week we just... What we done? You're doing the... Okay. Each week we'll be discussing the most random and biggest topics from around the world.
Of football.
Each week we'll be discussing the biggest and most random topics from around the world of football.
But we're not just about football. Heads Gone podcast is about everything. It is your passport to the universe of the weird. We're going to be talking aliens, zombies, as well as football and whatever else takes our fancy.
I just covered that. Plus we want you to be part of this conversation, so there's any questions. So get ready for a football podcast like no other, with banter, random discussions, all the shit, whatever. So get ready. For a football podcast like no other, with banter, random discussions, and plenty of talking points. Wait, I've got something else to say.
Get your questions and topics in for us to discuss.
So get your questions and topics in for us to discuss. So get your questions and topics in for us to discuss over the week, or not.
Please don't.
Wait. Plus, we want you to be part of the conversation, so please get your topics and discussion. Plus, we want you to be part of the conversation, so please get your topics and conversations in for us to discuss. This is the whole show. This is the whole show. Wait. Plus, we want you to be part of the conversation, so please get your topics and conversations and discussion points in for us to discuss and do something else with. Go.
So what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe and tune in to Heads Gone every single Friday. Where football meets the unexpected.
Please don't cut that.
Since when we had to? Since when have we interested?
Pinocchio's less wooden than you.
Well, you can't just drop that on me.
Well, all right. Well, I did and I have. So
Okay. Banter. Who uses the word banter anyway? In 2023. Banter.
yeah, we didn't write that, did we?
Wasn't written by us. We would have done a way better intro. All of our intros are way better than that anyway. Oh, hi.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Fuck. See?
I thought there was some news about what's going on. It's been deleted. There it is. I have no idea what the
Might as
fuck
well
that is.
leave those intros as they are. It sums it up.
I think it's better. Took 3 minutes, but...
Fuck's sake. Right, hang on. Let me just get... Right, I've got some questions and topics.
I had something else to say. I can't remember.
They're pretty shit, like.
I nearly had to do that fucking thing, you know. Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
I nearly had to do the dare. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe the first two come in, and we was. Did you see? So I didn't know those two teams we're talking about. Can't remember the names.
It
But
was
the one
St
team-
Vincent Company's
The team you
Grenadine.
went for were like top of the group, and the other one at bottom with like 0 points. And I was like, no. Yeah, and then I thought, well, I might just do the dare anyway. It weren't that bad anyway.
Is he on the school run today?
Half term.
Is it? All right, it's not where I am. That's the end of the month.
Oh, well, it is where I am.
All right. Yeah, should we do it anyway?
No, do you know what? If the opportunity comes, I'll do it with my phone. I'll race him. Anyway, is it possible to get through this week's episode without talking about Manchester United and ownership?
I thoroughly hope so.
Okay. I just have one question on it though.
So no then.
We'll just get through this and then we'll move on, right? You've got so many fans, why don't you all put a tenner in and buy it off them?
Because there's not that many.
Fans?
There isn't that many.
Fans?
Yeah.
Small club?
No.
You all put a tenner in, can afford that?
No.
Can't.
So there is a stat out there which
we go.
there's either, depending on who you listen to, there's either 600 million United fans or 1 billion United fans. So in that case, you go, oh yeah, everyone could put a tenner in. But you're talking some places where those fans would be, if that was a real number, and it ain't, a tenner's probably a month's wage in some of those places. Do you know what I
They
mean?
can do a quid and you can do 20.
I think there's probably, realistically,
Who gets the say though?
50 to 100
if you
million.
did that, who gets the say on
it'd have to be democratic, wouldn't it? So I reckon it's probably, realistically, I mean, we sell 2 million shirts a year, somewhere in that sort of ballpark, right? So you can't then tell me there's 600 million fans. Now, admittedly, not everyone wears a shirt, but that survey that was done back in the day, it asked if you recognise the Manchester United badge. And then everyone who said yes, they've just gone. So they probably surveyed 10,000 people and extrapolate it to the world, which is mental, right? But that was what they did. Now, a Liverpool fan will recognise the United logo. So will a City fan, so will an Arsenal fan. So it's completely flawed to call everyone who recognises that logo a fan. But that's where the number of United fans
Did
supposedly
your head go
comes from.
when whatever his name is pulled out?
Not really.
Did your head go when Jimmy took it?
Not really.
Is he took it? Has he took it?
There's a vote today, I believe, so we might find out
But
tomorrow
on what? The ponytail going or not?
on whether the board accepts his 25% offer.
I'm not going to ever do a show whilst they're in charge without talking about that ponytail.
That's
Just
fair.
so you know,
That's fair.
and the audience know. That's always going to get airtime. Yeah, covered that, haven't we?
He walked past us in America.
Get out.
He
didn't
was-
slide. Did you?
was-
You didn't slide the bubble off.
It's greasy, innit? So
Yeah,
it
it just come straight off in your hands. How have you missed the opportunity? Just because I wonder what happens. Does it drop down?
I think it
does the
looks
wispy
so
hair drop down?
greasy that it doesn't even change shape.
I was thinking about this the other day. Right, we talk about aliens and all that, and we spoke before about Zuckerberg and them
Hang on,
people.
pause. Go on.
And I know that we're not supposed to talk about the Glazers. We've been told. Well, we did 30 minutes on them and it never got aired
All right, okay.
because we want to be friends with them, which is fine. I'm not hammering them. I'm just saying if aliens come to the Earth,
They'd get their hair wrong when they were trying to impersonate humans.
it's so obvious.
Right, yeah.
To me, that's so obvious.
see what you're saying.
What do they have on the top of their head? The hair. Okay, put me some on then. And he went.
What
He went
it could be is,
below.
I think, looking at the angle that the hair comes in, I think that is a bit like a tie on the front is holding the back of the suit together.
Yeah, good.
That's his quick release to get out of his human
And he's
suit,
out.
his meat suit.
Because
yeah.
it's not. What's the other one got? Just bald.
No, one of them's got like 1987 stand-up comedian kind of hair. Like he spikes it.
So they've both got mad barnets.
Yeah, but Mad Barnets is the move. There's a lady involved as well though called Darcy. She just looks like a rich random lady. So we was in the tunnel in the New York Stadium, New Jersey Stadium, where the Giants play.
MetLife.
Yep, that's the one.
Lovely.
And I didn't clock him until he was right there, and he was marching because he don't want to get stopped, does he?
Not by someone like you.
No. And he was 20 metres away. There's a big, wide sort of corridor, and there was a lot of people in the corridor, and they had these little golf cart buggies sort of driving through there.
Lazy.
So it was, but he was walking, but he had a lot of security with him as well. He was boxed in like a president. So
Or like an alien.
yeah, all like an alien impersonating a human. If I'd have lunged, I'd have got tackled with a quickness.
That is gold. If I would have been so proud of my boy if I'd heard that.
Yeah, but we weren't filming, we weren't ready. We were all just sort of like, we saw him, and
get
by
it.
the time you realise, he's already 20 metres
But
away.
can you imagine the story? Steve Howson
Oh, yeah.
pulls ponytail and releases skin suit and alien jumps out of the MetLife.
Probably done it all right, that. Couple of retweets and that.
Done some numbers that.
Then, me and Joe are standing there, and Darcy Glazer walks right towards us. She's not got any
Is she your
security.
sister or what?
Yeah,
is
she's
she?
one of the sisters,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
I wouldn't, you don't know what she looks like. She don't look like ponytail baldy face. Like, she just looks like, a wealthy lady, in like her late 40s, 50s maybe. But I had no idea what she looked like. Never seen her, never even thought about what she looked like. And Joe goes, I think that's Darcy Glazer. As she's walking towards us, and we've both Googled, like, what does she look like? And she's gone past us, and you're going, fucking hell, it was her.
Did she have a better ponytail?
Oh, she had a great mane of hair.
So why is no one telling him to just... It's one of the things that keep me up at night.
Same with Donald Trump, isn't it? No one's gone, bro, Barnett, what is going on with that?
And tone down the fake tan.
he have fake tans?
I wouldn't know. Don't talk about Donald Trump because there's a lot of things that Donald Trump does that really entertain me. I can go down a YouTube rabbit hole for 30 minutes and be pissing myself at some of the things
Entertain you,
that he
but
says.
terrify you at the same time.
Yeah, weird. Another alien.
And that's part of the reason he got in. He went, this is all corrupt, and I'm going to show you how it's corrupt, because even I can get in.
Yeah.
And everyone, there's no fucking way you can get in. And he was like, watch me.
And he said,
And then Obama sort of like baited him out, because he was like, he said something to him, and he's like, well, I'm one thing you'll never be, president. And he was like, oh yeah?
we just did an intro saying about football topics.
And we talked football, sort of, with the Glazers. And aliens at the same time. It's a perfect combo.
I think we should go full-blown alien this week.
Did you watch Red Dwarf growing up?
Yeah.
Loved it.
1,000,000%, one of the best shows ever.
Would
if you
you
did
like
watch
to see
Red
them-
Dwarf, I can't relate to you.
Would you like to see them redo it? And would
Same
it be,
people, though.
You can't do it, same people, mate.
Have any of them died? Not that we know of. He's got no idea what Red Dwarf is he?
I think you couldn't do it anyway, because Craig Charles is about 20 in it, innit?
He could
He's
do
early
it.
20s.
What's the names of the people? Cat?
So you've got Crichton.
Crichton.
Crichton's the hologram.
Yeah.
With a big H on his head, just because it's a hologram. I love what special effects was in the 90s. They're like, how are we going to pretend he's not real? Put a glittery H on his head.
It's not that
What was the
different.
budget for that?
It's not that different from going, how are we going to pretend we're real? We need orange hair with a ponytail around the side. So it's similar.
Art imitating life.
Exactly.
You got the cat who evolves.
Cat, yeah.
There's so many holes in that story, isn't there? But the cat evolves.
Yeah, but if it's enjoyable.
It was enjoyable. It was amazing.
a great show.
It was not meant to be highbrow in any stretch of the
I
imagination.
don't want anyone to watch this episode and tell me that Red Dwarf was not good.
Who
I'm
else
not
was on
listening.
it? You had Holly the hologram. Not Holly. Holly was the.
I forgot
the,
about that one.
The computer.
What
thing.
was the guy with brown hair that was just pretty normal, I think? He drove it. He drove the spaceship. Should we Google it quick?
I don't know who you're on about, because I thought
There's four of
this
them.
hologram.
Yeah? Cat, Craig Charles, and the other one. Yeah, I'm talking about the other one.
I don't know who the other one is.
He's the main guy.
The what?
The main one.
Schmeeg. The robot.
He weren't a robot, was he?
There was a robot, yeah.
Was he? Jeez, my memory's so bad. Why did we get to Red Dwarf again? Craig
know.
Charles,
Craig
Prime
Charles.
Minister.
Yeah. So yeah, there was four. There's the robot. There's
Yeah.
Craig Charles. There's the guy
What's
with a
Craig
H on his
Charles'
head.
name in this thing, in the show?
His name in the show is. I'm gonna
Dunno.
get on Wikipedia.
This is going to be a
So Rimmer is
Yeah.
Chris Barry's character, the hologram.
Rimmer.
Dave Lister.
Dave Lister, got it.
Cat.
Show. I don't think you bring it back. I don't think you bring that show back, maybe. Just leave it where it was.
Robert Llewellyn. He's in quite a lot of things, actually. He's Crichton. Norman Lovett. He's Holly. There's two Crichtons. Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. When was it out? What year?
1988.
Oh, he's fucking right on the nose.
Am I?
Yeah, on the nose.
I was 4.
Hang on. Why? That's clear about who did it.
We are just bouncing around today. So that's how we
Yeah,
feel.
if this show, you think this show's got a purpose, you are so wrong.
We're bouncing around.
By the way,
And-
when you were like, what we're going to have for a title? Are the Glazers aliens? Bosh.
What, they won't do it. They're going to put in the edit, I don't know, Jude Bellingham scores. Plays well. That's what it'll be. Jude Bellingham plays
I'm
well.
not even going to reply to it because I'm not talking about that.
No, I know, we're not talking about that, but that's what they'll put in the edit as the thumbnail. Is Black Hawk Down the best military film ever? From an ex-military guy. Don't scream, squash your face up like that.
Hollywood as fuck.
Is it the best?
But it's good.
It's
good.
so good.
It is good.
I was just thinking about it the other day. I think I was
Do you
on the
know why
toilet
it's
and I
good?
just thought, is it the best military film?
Do you know what's good about it?
It's in my top 5 films
It's
of all
not
time.
the action scenes. It's the stuff when they're all in the camp and they're taking the piss out of the gaffer and
All
that.
of it's good.
That is
And
so
it come
accurate.
up, I was thinking about it because you obviously watched it not long ago, like last week maybe.
Yeah,
or it was
last
on.
week.
And you went, what a heavyweight lineup. And I've said it all along.
Oh, the cast.
The cast is insane.
You got Tom Hardy is an
Jeez.
extra, basically.
What about a helicopter pilot who plays Ari Gold in Entourage? It's mad.
Random
You just
as
keep
fuck.
seeing people in
There's
it.
the helicopter pilot that gets taken, he's in like Deep Impact and stuff.
It's
Good
mad.
actor.
What a film.
Unbelievable cast.
That's one of my favourite films, man.
If you spend 5 minutes now and just go and look at the cast, Orlando Bloom and Josh Hartnett, who, by the way, peaked at that film and then just tossed it off and never did anything again.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor's randomly in it.
Makes
The
coffee.
other geezer out of Trainspotting's randomly in it as well.
Yeah. Well, what was his name in Trainspotting?
Spud, wasn't it?
Spud, yeah. Why is he in it? He loses marbles in it.
There's so many top actors in it.
It's one of the best films ever.
Ridley Scott could make a film about you on a school run and there's going to be 5 cars flip and blow up and stuff like that. He knows how to pour gravy on it.
Yeah, but he could make a film out of me fucking dusting Anthony Marshall down that path and make it fucking
We're going to
glamorous.
get shaky cam. Oh, it'd be amazing.
A bit like Michael Bay.
There'll be an explosion. Why is there an explosion when I overtook
Why
him?
not?
Because shut the fuck up, that's why.
We got told to stop swearing also in this.
Did we?
Yeah.
Have you seen the commentary of Ben Affleck when he talks about when Michael Bay, when they did Armageddon, and he goes, why are oil riggers on an asteroid? And he goes, shut the fuck up. And he was like, right, cool.
This is what I don't- when people tell me like, and this is just probably my level of concentration or attention, they say, oh, have you seen such and such? And I'll say a film and I'll say, no, but does it have zombies in it? No. Okay, does it have a lot of machine gun fire? No. Explosions? No. Well, I'm not watching it then. Why would you watch it?
You're the same. Janine's got a checklist of shit she's going to watch, and it's vampires, magic, and
Twilight.
something
then.
else.
So she likes Twilight.
She likes Twilight, she likes Harry Potter, and that's her thing.
Yeah, I'm going with a lot of action. I don't want
Black Hawk Down is
top.
definitely up there. It's definitely up there.
People are going to come out. Well, let us know what you think.
Nothing beats
Military
Band of
films.
Brothers, but I can't call that a film because it was a series, but it's amazing.
Don't think I watched it.
Generation Kill, if you've not seen that, I think that is the most accurate portrayal of anything I've ever seen. Generation
The
Kill,
film you're in, but not in. Slash.
incredible.
Can we talk about that? No.
Kajaki,
We are not
I've
at
spoken
clearance
about-
level. We are not clearance level to talk about it.
Kajaki's good,
it's there.
but it's not a top. It's not one of the top ones because it's almost like a play. It's been done on a budget.
Steve Alson was in a play.
No, I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
That's the headline
I'm not
of
in
the
it,
show.
nor portrayed in it.
Steve Alson's in a play.
I was just working that
Broadway.
day, so it's not the same.
Broadway.
But Kajaki, the way it's been shot, they've shot it obviously in a wadi where there was a mine strike, and that's where all of the film sort of centres. So it's almost like it's a bit like Open Water, where you go, you had 50 quid budget, didn't you?
I
they
missed
don't really
the
have
last
loads
bit
of
because my
scenes.
brain went from Kajadi to Kabaddi.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Well, that's a sport played in Asia,
I know.
which is a bit like Tiki It with a team.
I think my attention's off today because I went to Kabaddi. Didn't they repeat it whilst doing the sport?
I believe that's a thing, yeah.
I'm not going to try and do it, but
Someone brought that to a warm-up once at football.
what do you mean somebody?
I can't remember who it was.
What level
as
of-
an activation
What level?
at grassroots.
Kabaddi?
Yeah, as like a warm-up because it's an activation activity, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember it used to be on Sunday mornings.
Right.
What
Was
was
that
that?
Trans World of Sport?
Yeah, Trans
World. Is that still a thing?
That is elite level.
Can we host the new Trans World of Sport?
I'd love to. I'd love to. What a Sunday morning that we was blessed. These kids have got no idea, have they? You had the Italian football. You had Trans World Sport.
They would get grainy Brazilian football footage as well, and they'd be like, "Here's Santos Palmeiras," and you'd be like, and they'd be like, "We only had 5 seconds, sorry." And you're like,
And then it goes cycling or something mad, but you'd still be locked in on it.
There'd be. I'm trying to think of you would watch curling on there.
100%.
There
Trans
was
World
curling
Sport
on
watched
there.
the whole thing.
They'd be like, they're going to talk to you about the biography of like some Russian shot putter who's not lost a game in 75 years. Like that's what Trans World of Sport was all about.
We're talking good shows today. Red Dwarf, Black Hawk Down, Trans World Sport.
I think we could host Trans World Sport.
100%. Easy, light work. We just don't need to do an intro. If we have to intro, we're a bit fucked. Should we try it now?
Go on. So you have to sit up.
Why
Are you,
does
are you wearing a bucket hat?
I'm on BBC. Which one do you want? Which Ash is hosting?
Trans World of Sport requires a tie, I think.
Okay.
You do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Trans World Sport with me, Ashley Williams, and Stephen Howson. First up, we have equestrian. You can't do that. You can't do that. See, this is why you're used to YouTube. That's got to go on airplane mode.
I wasn't ready. I didn't
We
think I was
don't
going to
get
do
another
equestrian
go.
first.
You don't get
I
another
was thinking
go.
we was going to do toboggan in Finland.
See? That's why we can't do it. That's why they won't bring us in. See how I nailed that straight away, BBC mode, and you don't know what you're doing.
Someone ringing me.
Yeah, but it's live.
There's no way Trans World Sport's live.
Yeah, but you told me to get into BBC mode.
okay.
That's live.
All right.
Get one hit on it.
Why is Match of the Day live?
I don't know, because it's what it is. BBC's live. I don't know.
Can I just ask though, from a sensible point of view, why is it live?
I don't make the rules. I just go and talk about what need to talk about.
But it doesn't need to be live, does it? You could literally record that at 8 o'clock and be at home watching it when it comes on.
But if something happens between 8 o'clock and 10:35 that we're required to talk about,
Right. How many episodes of Match of the Day do you reckon you've done? 50?
not that many.
No, 20?
Maybe.
Has anything ever happened?
No, I don't think ever. But but in the past it's happened, and
Has
it's
it?
been a problem. I think that didn't get covered.
What, they've done stuff that wasn't live? Or
Like
they've,
a manager's been sacked,
they just press play and...
they're at home, and they talk about it,
All right.
and they haven't been able to.
Well, people are tuning into Match of the Day for what just happened. Let all the other news channels do with the live
Yeah,
stuff.
but you're being rational, and that we're lacking in the world.
What was it on Trans
Rationale.
World Sport? I feel like it was a Channel 4 job, yeah.
Channel 4, yeah. Don't know, can I big them up?
Call us.
I have a contract with BBC, call him. And he'll pass it on to me. That's it. Let me know if it comes through.
I could do that. This world needs a Trans World Sport.
Remember, I might be going too geeky. I don't think you watched it.
What?
Robot Wars. The original.
That was Craig Charles.
The original Robot Wars was fucking insane.
It was-
They had a period
season
where
1 was good.
This spinning one, the spinner one, just didn't lose for like weeks.
Well, they also had one that was like a big VHS player, just low to the ground with an axe, bosh,
Yeah.
and just nailing everything. What's this? Fuck you,
I think
bosh.
they've tried to redo it and it's crap.
Who's hosting it now, though?
It wouldn't be Craig Charles, would it?
No, it won't be Craig Charles. It was some
Robot
absolute
Wars was
drip,
top
wasn't it?
draw.
But this is when you're like at school and college side of age, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I think when you're 40 and into Robot Wars. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what that reminds me of? Being 38 and playing Champman. Just still ain't got over. Just saying.
Oh, right, well, no, I wasn't 38, but
Well, he
also,
was 37.
at the end of the day, arsed.
All right, that's fine. We've all got our geek side, and you embraced it with that. But the thing is, you're not owning it. That's what bothers me. If you just owned it and went, yeah, I'm a geek, yeah. I was a geek whilst I played it when COVID was on.
What, would a geek have a book about it?
There's a book on there. It reminds me every time. And my mate played it as an adult, and I know loads of you probably do. That's good for you.
What's the geekiest thing you do?
I think watch all of a lot, like
The alien
just
shit.
spam the shit out. Yeah, like even podcasts on the way in now. I'm on one with remote viewing. Do you know what that is?
Is that where like the FBI get like people to analyse crime scenes from far away?
This is part of it. CIA,
Of course, it's CIA.
3-letter organisations, but it's,
You are balls deep in that world, aren't you? It's a 3-letter organisation.
I'm just saying. I'm like driving in. I'm listening to something about remote viewing. My mind's blown. Can't believe it.
What percentage of it is utter bollocks, do you reckon, though? Because there's a percentage. And it might be 95.
I don't know. But it's like saying...
See a room
It's like...
with a window.
It's like saying, what percentage of football players in the Premier League are fucking shit? There's probably a bigger percentage than you think. Yeah,
Shit by what standard?
Well, this is what I mean. Utter bollocks by what standard?
Utter bollocks by, I mean, they're just making it up.
How long we got left of the show, right? If we just get you in a meditative state and then I write down something or draw a picture and you try and think of it.
You don't want to know what's in the side of my head.
No, but you got to clear that. You got to clear it.
We've been trying for a long time to clear.
You got to try and draw the picture that I've got. You'd get there.
That is an episode that I'm willing to do. Who's going to do that? Like, there's got to be a third guy. You can't just stare at me and I go,
should we just do
it's a dog. That's not going to fucking work, Ash. I'll happily go to a place, though, where I'm going to be honest, there's probably crystals involved. There's going to be like
crystals?
a lot. Yeah, there'll be crystals. There's no way that a guy that you go to for that doesn't have like an array of crystals on a windowsill. There's no way, right? There's also going to be very rough hemp clothing involved. I know it already. I can see it, right? He's going to have incense going on the side, right? And he's going to tell me, clear my chakras.
It's people
and then
like you
just listen.
You ridicule it. You ridicule the whole thing.
I'm not ridiculing it.
You are.
I've not even started ridiculing it yet.
You're ridiculing it.
I'll go, though.
Just saying.
I'll go and we'll just record the podcast on the way home. In the car on the way home.
Okay. I'm thinking of a place. What place is it? And it's...
Stoke.
Nah.
Right.
You got 3 guesses.
Aim it at me. New York?
No. One more.
Croatia.
No, it's Cornwall. I thought you were going to say Cornwall. If it isn't Cornwall, I've knocked out all the cameras and fucking left. It was weird. Jesus Christ. Nearly worked. Fucking hell.
I've only just guessed it as well.
Remote viewing. Do a little dig. Instead of just playing Champman in your spare time.
I haven't played Champ Manager since COVID.
Viewing. Do a bit of digging. There's science. There's peer-reviewed papers that back up that it works.
Really?
Yeah.
How? What's the technology involved?
The fuck knows, but there is. Okay. It works. I don't know.
So what's the uses of it? Because I've seen the crime scene one.
There's some crime scene ones. They want to find targets. They want to project out to find. I don't know. I was listening to one where it said a guy found where the kid had got lost and he was there.
Wow.
You know, it can be used. Apparently.
Right. You got a mic on, you know.
Yeah, no, both for whispers.
There's going to be a drug warning advert on this soon.
I'm just saying what I listen to and watch.
When you start getting into what 3-letter agencies get up to, and when you realise that Russia and some of the shit that they were doing. Here's the thing, right? The stuff that gets classified on a lag. So we only find out what happened now in the 70s and the 80s right now. And they had...
probably not having all of it, but yeah.
Yeah, and they had... Think about what your phone can do. It's at the same time, knows what temperatures things are, what location it is. It's got video and audio capabilities, and that's a consumer product that everybody has got. Now, imagine, roll it back 20, 30 years. They reckon they had listening devices in buildings in Berlin before the wall came down, because this is the era that's been declassified. The shit that they were doing like 20 years ago, that's not been declassified. But they had battery-powered listening devices that used the sway of a building in the wind to charge themselves so they could keep going. What the fuck?
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to doubt that at all. But so this is what I'm saying. So if they had that back then, right? So now we're looking at UFO videos. Just posed a question. They had that back then, we didn't have no idea. Now we're looking at UFO videos that are moving the way they move. Could that be ours? Human, I mean. Could they be human?
You mean UFOs are actually human and it's like...
I mean, of the black science. The deep cover people. Have they got the capabilities to build a craft that moves like that and then say, oh, look, it's a UFO?
Well...
Or is it the Glazers family coming down?
You're never going to know, are you? You're never going to know. Because the first people that pulled out one of those jets, you'd have been like, what is that? When you've never seen that before, what is that? You know, can they do stuff that moves in a way that doesn't make sense to us? Like the first helicopter must have looked a little bit like that at least. But obviously,
I guess going back, if you just said, right, Stuart, on your horse, jump off a minute. We're gonna get on in this metal tube and fly to Australia. He would have went
at 30,000 feet.
Yeah, he'd have went bollocks. No, we're not. No, honestly, we are.
How can I go 500 mile an hour without like my internals like
exactly
blowing up?
So now we're looking at things that go.
But not looking at you go 500 mile an hour. You have a martini while you're doing it. No,
so they're saying if a human was in the Tic Tac video, which you've seen, they would be mush. But you've just given an example back in the day where
Concorde, that don't make sense. The Blackbird thing, like, was it 3,500 mile an hour? Was that travel at? What?
What's Blackbird?
Is it the S71?
I don't know.
It's like the fastest aircraft.
But do you know what does mine not in? Is just tell us. I just want to know because I'm spending way too much time. I could get more stuff done in the week if you just tell me what's going on.
Joe, I don't know how classified this is, but there's ways for you to read. Put it this way, when you go into certain military places, the doors and the windows.
I don't want you to be arrested.
I'm not going to be arrested.
Get arrested.
I'm not going to be arrested for this, but I don't know at what point this is classified.
Only because I want to I don't know who I'm going to film with. Not that I really care about you, but carry on.
We used to have to black tape windows, and I never understood it. And then we got a briefing one day where a guy explained it's possible, and this is 20 years ago that this was told to us. So how long that been technology? That would have been 10-year-old technology at the time I was getting told it. I could drive past your house. You got a gap in your curtains at the top, or is it completely sealed?
Or blinds.
You got blinds. So is there any gaps in them blinds?
There's.
And I'm not talking. I don't need to directly see. Is there a gap at at the top of the?
There's like a gap that way. If that makes sense.
Okay, so there's a refresh rate on screens. Yeah. It's like 50 hertz, 60 hertz. We can park outside, and with whatever technology it is, I'm not familiar with whatever technology that is. I can recreate what's on your screen because of what's being refreshed on a bit of the wall or your blinds that I can see.
Yeah, that's mad.
I could recreate that.
That's mad back in the day. Now, who knows?
From sitting outside your house.
Who knows? The mad thing is, I'll get into a little YouTube spin, and then outside the house, like this morning, they're cutting trees. The tree doctor's out there, and I'm like, I know why you're there.
Three-letter agency.
Yeah. Just because last night I was watching what I was watching.
Right, I'll write the headline for you at the Metro. Former Wales captain Ash Williams thinks three-letter agencies are listening to him because he goes on alien conspiracy YouTube rides every day.
Why is it always the Metro, right? The Metro have never wrote anything, but why do they keep writing every week?
Because they're the bastion of shit journalism. They don't even put their name to stuff. They put Metro staff under it. They get the work experience kid writing it.
He said that again. The bastion of shit.
Yeah. Shit journalism. Right.
Oh,
is that derogatory?
I love this.
Is that derogatory to the Metro? Listen, someone at the Metro, come on and tell me you're not shit journalism.
I love how when you put out one of the mad statements that only you can, like that you then back it up with logic of why it's accurate. I love it.
That's what I do.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. We're all allowed an opinion. Please don't tarnish me with that.
No, just tarnish him with the conspiracy theories that he adheres to.
Is the Metro the free one that they give out on like public transport? And that?
Yeah.
You're still going?
As far as I know.
But so it's they can just write whatever the fuck they want in there, really.
But it's a big online thing for them. It's all just advertising, isn't it? They go, oh, we had 500,000 people read our paper. Yeah, because you made them. You dished it out all over the gaff. Yeah.
People are now watching this just going, what the fuck? They've gone from Robot Wars Red Dwarf over to three-letter.
It's Friday for them. They're watching in the future. This is what they came for.
Have you noticed in some of the comments that people are going, I didn't come here for the fight. I didn't arrive for the footy. I arrived for the rest of it.
I'm going to talk football, though.
Why? Why?
Because I want your opinion on it, because we've not talked about it.
Because there's not been enough footy talk this week. Go on.
Wales and Croatia.
Yeah.
What a result.
It's mad because I couldn't watch it, but you watched it.
Watched it.
We were speaking at the time.
Watched it in Welsh.
And I was with our mate, Owen Tudor-Jones.
Yeah, and what a guess that was, by the way.
Yeah, you got him
I
right.
texted him and said, I said I can only find it in Welsh on S4C, and I think it's Owen Tudor-Jones that's who I met in Qatar, and I think it sounds like Owen Tudor-Jones.
Yeah, it was.
And
It's mad how you got that from his Welsh, from him talking Welsh. Anyway, what a result! What a result, man. I was a little bit thinking, we're dead and buried.
So
we're not.
to get through now, it's in your hands.
No, but I'm not sure because I've read it's in our hands, but us and Croatia are on equal points.
Yeah, you got a better goal difference.
They've got a better goal difference.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure they've got a better goal difference. That's why I don't understand how it's in our hands.
You're going head to head first.
Unless it's head to head, and if it's head to head, then it is. Because I read all we have to do is beat Armenia and Turkey. But if we beat
Turkey
them,
and Turkey.
we're there. Again, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Beating Turkey and Turkey, who have moonwalked the group, like beating
Turkey in Turkey.
Yeah.
I thought you said Turkey and Turkey. Sorry, Armenia and Turkey in Turkey.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so you're saying that they might.
Is it Armenia or
not
Latvia?
care. It's Armenia.
Right.
So it's definitely doable. Still hard. We lost to Armenia and Turkey before in this group.
Oh, imagine that you get so close and then just cock it up with that.
Well, you have to back this Croatia result up with that. If that happens, I'm going to be over the moon, honestly. Because what a mad result that is, the Croatia game.
Oh, to finish the group now.
Watch it, but
Finish the group with Armenia and then go and beat Turkey in Turkey.
and there's still the playoff thing that I feel like the general consensus was we've kind of fucked the group and we'll just fall back on the playoff.
Which is a lottery, because you have no idea what you're going to get.
Yeah, because it might be another real strong team that
Could be
messes
like a
up
Croatia.
and then drops into it. Yeah. So, but now we're back in the game. Back in the game.
It's good that. Is it expanded this year's Euros? Is it 32 next year? Is it the first big
Possibly.
sort of greedy Euros?
I think it goes 32 and then the World Cup goes 176. Everyone gets a shot at the World Cup. And the mad thing is, you're probably planning now for where you'll be across that Mexico, USA, Canada.
Ash.
And you'll start sending me, where am I going to be on this day?
We started in Qatar.
It causes me anxiety.
Why?
Why are you so planned out? Gives me anxiety.
Because it's not me, it's everyone else not planning.
Is there a day where you just get up and think, I'm just going to see how the day pans out?
How can I do that? I can't do that. I can't do
Try
that.
it. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. But do you know, I've got a spare 30 minutes. Remote viewing. Remote viewing. Remote viewing.
Joe, do you want to say, I'm genuinely
Joe,
serious.
do
If I
good.
was going to do that, like even on a Sunday, I'll calendar it.
You make me sick, honestly. Just see what happens. Roll with it. We're so opposite in that, aren't we? We couldn't be any more different. Times don't work for me.
Clearly.
They do not work for me at all.
I have nothing to say on that.
Should we get back to some more football?
Well,
or not?
If you want. I mean, obviously we want Wales to qualify, so then Ash can come to the Euros in Germany next year, because that'll be awesome. It's about a month away, innit?
Hang on a minute. I feel like you just thrown so much disrespect on me there. Who says I'm not a standalone pundit and I go anyway if Wales don't qualify?
I do.
You're saying that I don't. Why? How have you come to that? How have you determined that?
Am I wrong?
Possibly.
Oh. But am I wrong? Put it this way. If
won't
Wales
know.
go, you are a shoo-in.
I might decide I don't want to.
Yeah, and you won't. So,
Okay. Cool.
but if Wales don't go, it might be more of a lottery.
Like a tombola. Like Nader Manua, Dion Dublin, Ashley Williams. Ooey.
Oh, who else did the BBC use?
Stephen Warnock, your pal. One of your
Did
favourites.
they use him? I thought they were better than that.
Again, he said it.
I will bring him in here, put him there, and I'll tell him.
Why did you got beef with Stephen Warnock? You want to beef him on the show? Jesus Christ, be happy, man. Remember the first show we did? That woman said, just lighten up, Steve. I wish Steve would just lighten up a bit.
I am light. I am a ray of sunshine.
That's a good picture of that in a group chat, isn't it?
It's been used this week. What do we use it for this week?
Everything, every day. You're just going.
We used it Saturday, didn't we? We lost on Saturday. First loss in 6 months. Yeah, I absolutely had that face on. Was I sulk kid? Yeah.
Most days, I think you have a sulk at most days.
No, I'm a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, you're not.
I am.
No one thinks you are. Look at the faces behind, look. They are. They're smiling, to be fair. They all said you're in a good mood today.
I'm like every day.
It's international break, that's why.
That doesn't really fill me with...
No, I know, but you don't have the stress of seeing your team get pumped.
Playing Sheffield United this
mid-level.
weekend. 8 o'clock kickoff. Why are 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, I think? What's all that about?
Don't mind it.
Why?
Don't mind it unless I'm working on match a day, then it's a nightmare. Because you got to turn that game around.
Do you have
very
to turn that
quickly.
around?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Is it the last game, though?
Well, you're going to try and put it later in the show to get more work done while the show's on. But if it's a 5-4 mad 2 red card,
I know a couple of the editors
thrown a few in.
I know a couple of the editors.
It's got to go
at
one.
Match of the day.
It's got to go one, and then now we're in a bit of bother. Kind of making it up.
When you back on?
Don't know. Next month? What are we? October, November, I think. Don't want to give it away because I know that the audience they're waiting for me most of the time. So
we've had Gary on the show. We had him on a podcast in Qatar, and we had him in here during the last Euros as well.
what in this room?
Yeah, we had him. We used to do
what
what was it called? Well, late night vibe that we used to have in here.
you get everyone for late night vibe and all that, but every time on this double-seater sofa, just looking lonely every week, every Thursday.
Yeah, we had Gary. We had
What do you think?
Alan Shearer.
He's quite opinionated, Gary. Wonder what he thinks about like.
But it was great because we
viewing.
actually got real Gary Lineker. And I know that he's probably like that before you go on air, but the job of a host is just teeing everyone else up. Like when Leicester was on their run, he gave a little bit, didn't he? And that's the minimum you expect. But he's a great listen. Like he's played under like
Got loads of stories, hasn't he?
Oh mate, I peppered him in Qatar with him. Talked to him about Johan Cruyff.
Bet he loved that.
Do you know what? I think he did. I got him a bag of crisps.
You'll ask him.
I got him a bag of crisps, so he was happy, right?
Okay.
What?
It's a pop.
It's not a pop.
It is.
It's not a pop because it's the actual truth.
It's a pop like Zlatan and to Bala.
I'm going to show you. It's not a pop. I wouldn't give a pop on Gary Lineker. I fucking love Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's ace. No, I had to ask him about Cruyff because there's not many people that you can go and speak to.
Oh my God! In his spare time, he doesn't want to speak about Cruyff to you.
Well, he did.
Yeah, because he's polite.
You might be.
It's the last thing he wanted to do.
Might be right.
Last thing, like on the list of what you want to do this evening. I'll speak to Ste Ash about Cruyff.
You might be right. Go on. Where's my thing gone?
What are you going to?
Shh. Trying to find. There you go. Got a bag of crisps.
Is that in Qatar?
But it's not here, is it? No. What? Can you see that? Is it too bright?
If you can't see, don't worry, because it's just Gary Lineker bag crisp.
Yeah. So he was
Kind
happy.
of sums us up.
Got some cheese and onion.
Where was we going before all that? I can't remember.
So, he's played under the likes of Bobby Robson. He's played under Cruyff. But he didn't just give, Cruyff's amazing. Like, because that's not the truth always, is it? And he was like, yeah, he was amazing, but he didn't want me. And he played me on the right wing. Like Gary Lineker being played on the right wing.
Do you know what's funny about him, right? His head goes with strikers. Can't get his head around. He can't get his head around a lot of stuff. So he can't get his head around big, aggressive, ugly defenders and big tackles and that. So if it's like me and Micah and him, and we're watching the games, and we'll get like...
You're going to cheer a big
get gassed
dosh.
off that, and he's like... he just doesn't get it. And then if a striker misses, he can't... Like, we might go, it was a bit difficult. It's not.
Yeah, he was so
He's got the science down, and he'll explain exactly what I should have done as well there. So I do get that. I know what you're saying. He was a pundit before, weren't he? I think. Was he a pundit like...
Well, like
Des Lynam? When Des,
maybe.
I think he was a pundit
on Grandstand.
first. I think he was a pundit first. I can't remember. But we was too busy watching fucking Robot Wars, obviously.
Transworld Sport.
Yeah, but he does have a very good knowledge of the game as well.
Of course he does. Like I said, he played for some, from Terry Venables to Bobby Robson to Cruyff. Like, obviously he was in mental going to Japan to play football. Like, the decision making on that.
Was he Grand Passate?
Yeah. And playing for Barcelona.
Is that the only team that we know in that country?
Iwara Reds.
Okay. Someone else played for them. Who was it? I want to throw a name out, but it would sound bad. Somebody? No.
Yeah, somebody did. Yeah, somebody played for him.
Okay.
I really like Gary Lineker, but the job of presenting Match of the Day is you're just an assister. You're not there to score the goals yourself.
Ozil.
Yeah.
Remember Ozil?
You just...
I think Ozil should take the job.
Ask him your opinion. Shearer, give us your opinion. Ian Wright, give me your opinion. And then here's the next game. Give us your opinion on that game. Like, he doesn't... I'd love him to go, Ash, what do you think on that? And then argue with you.
Oh.
Maybe not argue with you, but do like...
It's a different channel you're going for.
Maybe it is.
It's a different channel.
Maybe it is.
Why we got to argue about stuff? We don't argue, me and you.
No, but I'd like to hear his opinion. Rather than him just going, okay, and here's...
Well, that's what he gets paid for.
Here's West Ham Fulham.
That's what he gets paid for, though. So it is what it is.
I think because he's so good like that, I want to hear from him. Fuck's sake.
Oh, I knew that was going off. Fast over, everyone. Get him food so he can chill. Get him a Red Bull. You are going to ask for a Red Bull in a minute, aren't you?
No. Got one in the fridge.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to give his opinion anymore.
It's safer, isn't it?
I don't think he's a safe kind of guy.
That's true.
Don't think he holds back opinions.
Yeah, that's true. No,
I think
good point.
maybe he's over that.
I misspoke there. That's true.
I think that presenting is it's seen to be like a level above.
Pundit.
Yeah, so that's what most people are probably aiming towards in the job.
All right. If you don't want to say you think it would be good, I get why.
I don't know who would be good, to be honest. There'd probably be loads of people good.
I don't even know if it needs to be a player.
Well, that's an argument.
Because you're not necessarily giving an opinion here, so...
Does an ex-player make a better presenter or not?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so. I know some unbelievable presenters that didn't play football.
Thank you.
Did you class yourself as a presenter? I thought you're a YouTuber like Mr. Beast and all them.
Yeah, I'm exactly like Mr. Beast, yeah.
You're like Mr. Beast and, I don't know. Who else is there?
I don't know. I get some people go, oh, what'd you do? And I go, make videos.
Sounds a bit sleazy.
Yeah, just me and a girl, you know.
I kind of I'm putting that on my CV now.
What, you make videos?
I'm a YouTuber. And now they didn't ask me to play in that pathetic game the other day, I'll never know. Which we never spoke about.
What game?
I don't know, like Sidemen versus YouTubers FC or something.
Oh, right, yeah.
Remember it? Did you remember it? Did you see it or anything?
Yeah, it's a shit level, isn't it?
It's basically loads of people like us that sit down and do this every week, right? And got like loads of followers. And then balls will roll into them and they cannot fucking control the football. All of them.
Do you know who I'm surprised?
There weren't a good one on the pitch.
Do you know I'm surprised hasn't been in it?
Who?
You know who. How's Bayer not been invited to one of these?
He didn't get the invite. I texted him that, saying, I can't believe you ain't got the invite. I'm surprised he ain't invited himself, to be honest.
I'm surprised he ain't got a pull to invite himself.
I don't know, but the standard was shocking. We didn't talk about it at the time. I forgot, actually. Because all the kids are going, oh, it's Sidemen against someone, and I watched a bit of it.
Well, people go,
highlights. They called it highlights. They had the cheek to put highlights.
People go, how would Paddock do against them? Go, we would 10-0 them.
It's Jesus Christ. You know what I think as well? And I saw some of the footage of like Joel trying to train.
Oh, he trained speed, didn't he?
Speed, whatever his name is, show speed or whatever. Crap. Like, do some training. Learn to just pass it and control it. Just that. That's all I'm
Did
asking
he play up
for.
front?
I don't know where he played.
There's
It was
such an
fucking
easy
horrendous.
sort of finishing
Horrendous,
session you
mate.
could have done with him.
And the kids watch it these days and go, oh, there's a big game on the weekend. And I go, oh, what is it?
Sidemen.
Is it City again? No. Oh, Sidemen via, I don't know what the other team was called.
YouTube All Stars.
What?
YouTube.
All Stars. Oh, we're not. We wouldn't play, but how did we not get asked?
So Joel asked me, will I celebrate if England win the Euros? I already replied to him, and I said it's an irrelevant question. Because that England team's not winning the Euros. Don't worry about it. Jay Keane says, curious about in-game injuries. Can never tell how much an early knock can affect a player without the crowd realising. Has Ash ever had any games where he definitely bagged one early, had a stinker, but no one knew it was because of an injury?
No.
Right, good question.
Because I never had a stinker. Hey.
Really?
No. I've had...
Can we get Bristol and Stoke on the phone?
Get all the teams on the phone if you want. No, I've had loads of stinkers, obviously. Not really, but it's quite a good... it's a thing that people don't think about, I think, because you can get like a knock and it can be small, but so annoying. Like we all know that
5-10%.
We all know that paper cut. Do you know what I mean? But it's like a knock on your ankle, on the ankle bone, when every time you pass it, and then in your head you know I'm gonna side foot it, I'm gonna zing it through the lines, and it's gonna work, and then you just mess it up a little bit. So I can't say I've had a full stinker because of an injury, because I would have just had a stinker.
But it happens.
But it is annoying. It can be annoying, an early one. But that's the whole thing, isn't it? But that's the old school. That's why you want to leave a bit on your opponent first tackle, early doors.
Diminish them.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen anymore. So just soft. Hey, we got the thingy, 2028.
The Euros in UK and Ireland.
Yeah, be all over that. Be all over that like Joel Baer in a flipping hospitality lounge, all over the prawns. Thick.
If you're on death row, what would be your last meal?
I can't. I need to think about it.
Something that gives me the shits. Clean that up. Faz says, what's the weirdest food combination you enjoy?
Wait. You're thinking about if I'm on death row, they're going to kill me. I'm going to leave a bit for them to clean up.
1-1.
They've got to clean you up. Anyway. Shit. What weirdest food combination? I don't like
weirdest
any
food combination that you enjoy.
The weirdest food combination, and I don't enjoy it, but I don't understand why people do it, is fruit in food. End of story. Should never happen.
I'm with you on that.
If you do that, don't talk to me
Do you
ever
know
again.
what I do like?
Ever.
Tuna mayo and peanut butter. Try it before you knock it.
I'm pretending you didn't say that.
Well, I did say it, and I meant it.
You make that?
Yeah.
Tin of tuna, bosh. I reckon you go bowl, mayo in, mix, and the peanut butter in.
That's mental, Ash. What are you doing? No, we have one slice of bread. We put the tuna mayo on, nice and thick. And then we have another slice of bread with the peanut butter on, nice and thick. Bosh that together.
Honestly, that's making my stomach turn, mate. Peanut butter I don't like anyway. If I smell it, I'm heaving.
All about the protein. That's what we're here for. We're here for the protein.
What about people that make salad and put fruit in it? Talk me through that. You ever seen that?
Janine does that. She puts apples in. Apple slices.
Have you ever spoke to her about it?
No,
you
but I
ever
don't.
asked why?
I don't mess with that.
Apple salad?
Yeah, she likes apples and cheese on a regular basis.
Together?
I don't know if it's like the citrus and cream or whatever. What fictional character would you most likely to be would you most like to be friends with?
Oh, all of them?
All of them.
Like a lot of them.
Name 5. Randy Marsh, obviously.
Who?
Randy Marsh.
Who's he?
South Park.
Rodney? Randy?
Randy.
No, the little fella.
Randy Marsh, the dad.
Never heard of him.
Oh my God, what?
Didn't watch South Park.
Clearly.
Didn't do South Park. Have I missed out? Should I go back?
South Park
Should I go back?
is a cultural
Because I will
moment.
start to watch it.
South Park is unbelievable.
And that's who you'd pick.
He'd be on my list for sure. Outside of him, who
Fictional
else?
character. Every Avenger.
Gene Hunt from Life on Mars.
Got Bumblebee from Transformers.
Good shout.
Like my car's pissing me off. It's pissing me off.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Just transform. Just one time. Just do it one time, let me see it. Why won't you do it? Could you do it when I'm not around? Do you know what I mean? When I go on holiday, you're transforming the life out of it and you're walking around and doing all that shit. So do what now? Talk back to me.
Anyone else?
Nah. Any other questions?
Oh, loads. A lot of them are really bad, though.
What the?
What?
Go on, then.
So many people want to know about
What?
the takeover, and I don't care. Not for this show, at least. Anyway, I've already done about 10 videos on it this week.
I bet no one's bored of watching you with the takeover at all.
Now that Ash is retired, does he also dislike international breaks like the rest of us?
Yeah. No, I like it when the game's played, but yeah, it's shit boring.
Movie or film that you hate that everyone else seems to like?
Barbie. Do you want more?
I've not seen it.
okay.
I haven't got any reference to it whatsoever.
It's shit. And
Yeah, but
other ones.
I think people think that.
Oh, okay. I thought people liked it. Okay, ones that people like. Why am I not massive? I'm not massive on Harry Potter. Not big on that.
I don't know how many films I hate.
I mean, like, Harry Potter's no Twilight or Hunger Games, that type of elite level film. Like, what are you scanning past? I'm just wondering what you're scanning past.
There's so many
Read
questions.
the one right there, right there.
What does Ash think of Nick Cage?
We've been there on this show.
Fine. Who was the most un-Welsh Welsh player?
Vinnie Jones. Keep going. Keep going.
Where'd you rank on that list?
Way higher. As of Welshness. Go. Read it! Stop being a shit ass and read it.
Ask Ash about the 1991 Cup Winners' Cup final.
Never, can't remember it. If you know that, I'm like, is it you lot? If it's anyone other than you lot and you know.
It is our lot, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So what's our all-time
Brian
11
Robson.
and manager?
Brian Robson. Bothered.
Who was the hardest bastard that Ash ever played with or against?
Oh, it's loads. Too many.
I tried.
What the fuck? Send your questions in and we'll do our best to answer them. What was the thing at the start?
Yeah, that.
We want your
We want your
take
opinion, so Ash can go, fucking loads. What a detailed, thorough, informative, insightful answer that was.
Do you know
That's
what?
why the BBC hired him.
Do you know what? The people are going to get way more from this episode than the norm. Way more. They're going to be bang on Google, just Googling. First, they're going to reminisce about old shows that they like. Then they're going to go, oh, that's what? That sounds dead interesting, remote
Do you know
viewing,
what
that.
film I need to see them recreate? They've done all the others
They don't need to recreate anything but Karen.
with modern animation or even like live action, but the way they do
story.
it. Thundercats.
True. That is a good shout. Why not?
Thundercats was dope.
Why haven't they done that?
Mm-hmm. I heard they was doing it and then it died.
That's actually pissing me off that that's not been done.
Good one, that.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Thundercats
the
with
first time.
2023 sort of cinema technology would be unreal.
Who plays Lana?
Who plays Lionel? The Weeknd.
No. What?
After 6 months of gear. What? All right, Jaden Smith.
No.
Oh, do we want it to be good? Right. There isn't any good young movie stars. They're all 40.
Oh, so the actors are shit.
Well, no, they're not shit. There's some
The
really
young
good
ones,
actors out
young
there, but there's no
actors.
young ones.
Who do you think is good? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, but he's 40.
Is he?
Gotta be. How old's Michael B. Jordan?
I couldn't even tell you any young ones. Who's young?
Exactly. That's my whole point, is there ain't any. Like, Tom Hardy, 40 as fuck. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio, 50 as fuck.
What about that Tom Holland fella, 16?
Yeah, but he's here.
Tom Holland is 26. Michael B. Jordan's 36.
Basically 40.
I think with acting now, have you not got to build up your career? And we're not starting as young as Macaulay Culkin anymore. So you got to build up the career.
I know, but like there
There's
isn't
no
any,
real
is there?
like
what's
roof
Chris
on-
Hemsworth? He's got to be like 40s. There's no young ones. All of the leading actors, Tom Cruise is about 70.
No, but he's another alien. So
That's true.
we don't know how old he really
Have you
is.
seen? There's a comparison someone's done for what was the lady that was the star, Kelly McGillis, opposite him in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Someone's done like what he looked like then and what he looks like now.
Well,
And then what she looked like then and what she looked like now. And oh my God,
I mean, you tell me, but something's off.
he looks like about a fortnight older.
Something's off with Tom Cruise.
Oh, there's a lot off with Tom Cruise. But, top hat to though. You put Tom Cruise in your film, it's going to be a good film.
Not putting him in Thundercats. No chance. That would piss me right
Who?
off. If I hear Thundercats is coming out and Tom Cruise is in it,
Who's going to voice Battlecat? Key and Peele.
who's he? Who is he?
Key and Peele, the comedy duo.
Key and Peele.
Yeah, because obviously he's a cat and also he's the little schnaff at the same time, isn't he?
I feel like we haven't
What?
spoke about. I feel like we've not spoke about football once. today.
I don't care.
I've enjoyed it though. Are we back to the Prem this weekend?
Yeah, so
you
United
do
playing
a
Sheffield
prediction?
United on
Do a
Saturday night.
prediction?
I think Chelsea, Arsenal are playing. Should we have a look at what games are on?
Are there? Everton v Liverpool.
Liverpool, Merseyside derby. Because
Sorry. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I don't know that. Because all week I've been looking at really bizarre things.
so that's the 12:30 kickoff. Bournemouth Wolves. Not even Bournemouth fans are watching that. Brentford Burnley. That'll be a snooze fest. City Brighton. That could be an interesting game. Tactically.
Do you know when the higher ups said, do a prediction on this show? Did you get that memo? Get some predictions in. I don't think they meant that will be a snooze fest.
Why?
That it wasn't what they was looking for.
That's what I predict.
Okay. So do you have a prediction? Man City Brighton's the game that all, you know, like
2-2.
all of the grassroots coaches that wear full kit are
Tech
watching.
pants. Tech pants. They've got the
Tech
coppers
pants.
on. Because the Copa Mundials are the only boots coaches are allowed to wear. That's
Any
the-
grassroots coach
Night
with
Premier.
copers is watching Man City Brighton and they're going to analyse the shit out of it.
They've got to tell the lads about it Sunday morning as well.
Yeah, and they're going to try and replicate it and they can't. 100%.
We can't with 7 aside anyway.
It's at the Etihad, so City win anyway. So,
Is Rodri back?
don't know, but they still win
We know if
without him.
Rodri's back.
Chelsea v Arsenal. I fancy Chelsea to do Arsenal in that.
They've put a couple of decent results together recently.
Because I can see the winger that doesn't get selected for England going off in that game.
Sterling.
Going off.
He's an Arsenal fan as well.
I don't know. Massive one
United fan.
at Forest Luton. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. I'm going to go for a Forest win.
Roger will be back.
Rodri's back. Yeah, City win them.
Manchester United are away.
Yeah, we said this. 8 o'clock Saturday night. And then Sunday
Group chat will be going on.
is the Claret and Blue Fest. Villa and West Ham.
See the clarity.
Do you know what's funny? Is I don't, as I've said many times, all the teams are just whatever to me. I couldn't care less. But in a weird way, I enjoy when Manchester United lose. It's not as big as the Arsenal one, but because I'm surrounded by Manchester United fans,
Our group chat's quite United heavy.
yeah, it's the meltdown is insane.
There's no meltdown.
There is.
There's no meltdown.
Use meltdown and say I'm calm.
I am calm.
In your meltdown message, we'll end with, but I'm calm.
Right? The only person who has an actual
Not
meltdown is
calm.
Jake. Rio will just put, fuck's sake, I'll put something similar. Jake is the one who actually starts going, get the hair back.
You.
Am I right or wrong?
No, you're wrong, because you have a meltdown.
I don't have a meltdown.
I'm sticking by Onana, don't care. I'll still go to war with him. He'll be good. Still be the signing, not of the season, but will be a good signing.
And you think Chelsea are going to do Arsenal?
Yeah.
That's the meltdown we want. Nice, easy 3-0 win for United
Chelsea
Saturday
do
night.
Arsenal. Chelsea will beat Arsenal. Yeah, I said it. And then they're all going to make their videos where they smack like the screens out the way and the keyboards and all that.
And they're all dead fuming because deep down, they know they weren't going to win the league, but they all think they're going to win the league. And it's the expectation that
Joel
gets them.
will be outside Stamford Bridge with his backpack on.
There'll be no sunglasses on Monday.
Might not even do Monday. Might not have a show Monday. I don't know.
We fizzled out anyway, haven't we? So let's call it a day here.
Yeah. End it. Do your best outro.
See you next week.
No, see. It's not enough.
Should we Transworld Sport it?
Yeah. I did the intro, remember? So. And I nailed the intro, just to say. Do you have to do American accent? Don't know.
I feel like Transworld Sport was hosted by AI. Because if you remember, there wasn't any hosts. And it was heavily accented, wasn't it? But I don't know where the accent was from.
Do your Transworld Sport outro.
I'm not going to do an accent because
Just do
someone
what
has seen
you
their
want
ass.
to do. When have you ever cared?
Anyway, Ash, that was a fantastic show. For more of sport from across the globe next week, we're going to Mongolia where we do hunting with eagles. Can't wait. No?
Liked it.
Anyway, next week.
Ciao.